What is happening right now? Are you in love? What's the glow about? What's going on?
I think it's the light because I am not in love. It's the complete opposite.
You know what it is? You're enjoying the success for the night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay,
I'm so
so
happy.
when we last spoke, you had played for the night and a couple other songs. I'm not going to say their names
I
unless you
sure
want them out
did.
there. And you decided to go with For the Night and you got Latto on the song because remember, you were talking about who you wanted to have on the song. So, how did you land on this? What made you decide to have Latto?
Yes, so I am so happy she's on the song. I think she killed it, and I think she brought the sense of girl power to the record.
Mm.
I've been doing so many features with men, and I really wanted the feature that I have on my own song to be a woman. And I think, especially because I'm like in a sophisticated and classy way talking to the guy that things didn't work out with
Right.
on this song, and I felt like the only other person who could do it right was her. So I am really happy that we got to get together to do this. I'm happy the video turned out so well. I actually have a funny story about the music video. So
Tell me, tell me.
we had the music video planned, and treatment and everything, all of that. And a day after our iHeart performance, we were going to fly from Vegas to LA and shoot the music video. So it ended up not working out that way because, she has a
Oh.
thousand things going on. She was about to go on tour the day after we were supposed to shoot the music video. And it didn't work out to do it then. So we would have not been able to shoot the video and put out the song till top of January. So it was so funny. We were trying to figure things out. My godmom was like, well, what if you just like, and she came up with the concept of the music video. What if you just like document your life and show like what you actually were going through in this time? Like
Mm,
you are heartbroken, but you kind of have to keep pushing through it and keep working hard and
right?
keep grinding because the world doesn't stop just because you have a broken heart. And it was perfect. So I took that concept, I wrote the treatment, we directed it together, and it turned out to turn out even better than I thought it would. It felt more vulnerable and raw and real to me.
Mm.
And when I showed the video to Halle for the first time before it came out, she started crying. And I was like, why are you crying? She was like, Chloe, this is you completely. She says, you don't know how hard you work. And the more your heart is broken and the more, difficult things that you go through in life, you just throw yourself into your work. And she was like, it showed that
Yeah,
perfectly. And, to have someone who is so close to me and even who I look up to, even though she's my younger sister, to see how she recognized how life imitates art and art imitates life, and
sure.
how everything that you know my godmom and I wanted to show through the music video, she got it instantly, and she's the one closest to me. So when I got her stamp of approval, that was really all I needed. And bees, when she saw it, she loved it, so I was happy.
Oh, I mean, that's gotta be amazing right now. So is this based off a real life experience?
It is based off a real life experience. I mean, it's safe
Mm.
to say it's happened a few times. There was one particular time that inspired this song because I was going through it at the moment. And, there's the thing about modern society is that you have the talking stage first before the actual relationship. And when you start getting to know the other person, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with them, it's just that they're not serving you for that time. And there's something I admire about myself. The second I feel like it's not serving me, and the
Mm.
second I feel less than what I am worth in the situation, it's very, 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 very quick for me to walk away. I don't know if it's me going back into my shell, like the cancer I am. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? You're able to really understand that about yourself by reflecting. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't have been able to have that kind of, I don't know, self-reflection, right? You got to dig to
Yeah.
understand that.
For sure, for sure. And I'm such a hopeless romantic. Like when I date, I want to date to like be with the one. But
Right.
granted, I am 24, so in order to know who my one is, I have to figure out what exactly
Yeah.
it is I like. So I think that's the phase that I am in my life right now. But I want the whole fairy tale. I want to fall in love where I feel safe and
Mhm.
mentally and spiritually healthy with the person. So, but that'll come. But right now,
Yeah.
the things I'm going through, it's inspiring great songs.
Right. It's the heartbreak.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. Well, what are some things you definitely know that you don't want in a relationship?
What I definitely don't want in a relationship, I don't want someone who's cocky. I don't
Mm,
want someone who cares too much about what other people think, because I have dealt with a couple of people who really only care about the image and what it might look to
right.
people on the outside. And the second I feel that, I kind of distance myself because, I don't date too many people. And the few people I do date, I don't want to be attached to them publicly, and we're not even taking anything seriously. So it's like I have to tread carefully because, yes, I am 24, and yes, I want to date and figure out what I like, but then I also have to be careful because I'm in the limelight and everyone has something to say with what I do. And it's like I don't want to give anyone ammo to tarnish my name or anything like that. So I just date really silently. No one ever really knows
Right.
who I'm dealing with. Yeah.
And it's okay if eventually people do know, but you have to feel comfortable like, okay, we've
Exactly.
worked to this point. Because listen,
Yeah.
you might go through a public breakup. Like it is
Yeah.
what it is,
Yeah,
but
but it's like I want to
you don't
feel
want to rush
secure
to it.
enough, yeah, that they won't make me look like a fool. Like we could have a public
Right.
breakup, but I don't want to be played like a fool. And,
Yes.
so I'm just taking it slow. I'm finding
Yep.
out myself. I'm learning to
Right.
love myself. And I think once I actually conquer that, I think the right one will come.
Yeah. And right now it's all about music and getting everything that you visualize to actually come to life, right? Because
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
had posted the other day about how you put this song together, right? That this record, it was created, it was incredible. And now you leave us wondering, well, what is this song? What are you talking about when you posted about this? What was the song?
So I am the type of person, I never want to jinx anything. So it's very rare
Okay.
that I go online and I'm tweeting like, "Oh, this is like an incredible song."
Yes.
So
Yeah.
in the heat of the moment, I was really excited because I have been working with some pretty cool people recently, and you know more recently I kind of was going through something with somebody, and they're completely inspiring a bunch of songs out of me right now, even though that's done. So it's
Right.
been really freeing and insanely therapeutic, and it's been creating incredible songs, and I can't wait for people to hear a body of work from me. And sometimes I'm like, Chloe, did I do this to myself? Because when I was younger, before I really experienced being in love or having heartbreak or anything like that, me being the free thinker and artist I am, I'd be like, I want to get my heart broken real good a few times so I can make some great music. And now I'm thinking back, I'm like, Chloe, do you
Why?
really mean that? But,
Right.
I stand by it halfway. The other half, I'm like, I just want to be in love and mind my business, work hard, make some money, and go home.
Right. I can't wait until we talk when you are in love, like in a full-on relationship. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see your outlook. I'm curious to see
Yes.
what it's gonna be.
Yeah. What I do like about myself is that no matter, this is even aside from romantic relationships, no matter what I go through, I think because I've been through a lot, I
Right.
don't lose hope, and I
Mm,
never lose sight of what I want. I don't let outside situations or other people to change my heart or change my outlook on what I want for myself. So that's one thing that I have to give myself a pat on the back for.
and that again takes time to recognize within yourself. It's not
Yeah.
easy, because it's
Mm-mm.
learning self is an uncomfortable thing. It
Yes,
is,
because
but
what people don't
yeah,
talk about is
right.
when they talk about the self love journey, so much healing has to go into
That's
that.
right.
And you have to dig up the things that you've buried deep inside for so long, and you have
Right.
to fix them. You have to talk them out. And I am a huge advocate for therapy and,
Oh
protecting your
yeah.
mental health and your space, because if this and this isn't okay, then everything else will never be able to
That's right.
give you that feeling of happiness.
That's right.
Hmm.
Oh, look at us. We just solved
I
everything
miss
right
you
now.
so
I
much.
missed you. I saw that you were again tweeting and you must have been working on something because you said you only got 4 hours of sleep, right? So this seems like pretty regular for you, I'm assuming, right?
Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Like
It's still work.
every night, on average, a good night of sleep is like 4 hours. And I think my body
Ooh.
is so used to that because even say I do have a day off or a free day, my body clock will wake up right at the 4 or 5 hour mark. It's crazy. But I am getting sleep because when I'm on the road or on the planes or in the car, I can sleep anywhere. It is one of my greatest
Really?
gifts, my greatest hidden talent. It does not matter where I am. If I have 10, 15 minutes, like I'll be in the car on the way somewhere and I'm like, excuse me, sir, what's the ETA? If he told you 15 minutes, I'm like, boom. I knock out, I get sleep. I will go in a full slumber and then I wake up refreshed.
You know that's a talent, right? You know
Yeah.
this. You're going to be
Yes.
great when you decide if you decide that you want to have a kid. Coming from experience, I'm telling you now, you are going to do great with those little naps. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
That's
yes.
you need it. You
How are
need
you
it. So,
doing with motherhood? How are you
oh,
feeling? You look beautiful.
thank you. You know
Yeah.
what? It is a lot of sleep deprivation. That's what it is, Chloe. That's what it is. It's unconditional love while being sleep deprived, while realizing that this life isn't really just what you've always thought it to be. Like in
Yeah.
my instance, it's always been about myself, right? And now it's like
Mm-hmm.
caring about someone that was inside of you
Wow.
and you desperately want to make sure that they're okay at all
Okay.
times. I mean, it's just really kind of this I don't it's like a wild ride.
Wow.
Wild, up down. It's so unfamiliar for me. I've only
Well, it
been
looks good on
dedicated and
you
committed to
because
my
you
career.
look
Thank
beautiful.
you. Man, listen, it took a lot to get to this point today, Chloe. It was a lot. I literally looked out of my mind when I walked in. And shout out to the glam team. They were like, hey. And I was like, I know. It's a rough day. It's a rough morning.
Hey.
But but if I had the technique of napping anywhere like you, I would have probably done better with my sleep deprivation. So all that to say, that's something to look forward to. It's going to
Yes.
be a strength for you moving forward, for sure.
Okay. I hope I never lose it. When I know I'm really stressed is when I can't sleep. If I can't sleep,
Oh
I'm like, oh,
no.
something's going on. But other than
No.
that, I can sleep anywhere.
I love that. That's like my best friend Katrina. Katrina can sleep anywhere. Drives me crazy. But I want to talk about your other tweet. I feel like there was
I've
growth
been
behind
tweeting a
this.
lot.
I know. But I like this energy. I'll tell you what it was. You said, life is never as serious as we make it out to be. Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very mature post, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How did you
I
get to this point?
I got to that point, and if I'm being honest, some days I'm giving unbothered energy. Some days I'm giving my life is crumbling. So when I tweeted that, it was giving nothing else matters. Like I've been praying a lot. I've been
Mhm.
getting back into meditation, and I when you realize how big the world is and you realize your blessings, the things
Mm,
that usually bother me, it doesn't hold the same weight or the power over me. And for me, I think why I've been a lot more vocal recently is because I'm learning not to really give up.
yeah.
And people only see people only see the outside of me. And I
Right.
think if people even had a peek into what I've been through, they would be shocked because I kind of really wear my shoulders and head real high, and no one really thinks anything is wrong in my life. But I
Right.
use that as my strength and my superpower because it's my armor and it's made me into the person that I am today. And I'm like, if somebody can go through all that they've been through and still smile genuinely as bright as the sun and genuinely be
Mhm.
okay, then I know I have a greater purpose in life.
Right.
And sometimes words can really get to me, especially online. I don't think
Yeah.
people realize that what they do, they're bullying. And if someone wasn't in the public eye, people see that, it's bullying. But
Right.
for some reason, if it's, I'm not even just talking about myself, even if it's in general, they don't
Right.
realize that they're bullying a human being. And
Right.
it's not a made up character. I am myself, I am me. And I
Mm.
feel like if all the people who talk about me actually met me in person, they'd be like, damn, she cool as hell. But
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where most days words don't bother me because they're saying the same thing over and over again in a different way. And it's like when you hear it constantly, it loses its power.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to my music and my art and my talent, that's when it kind of gets to me a little bit more because, again, people don't see how much I put into this. I think people
Right.
forget that I produce myself, I vocal produce myself, I engineer myself, I play keys. I don't think people realize how much I take my craft seriously. Even a
Right.
song about, you could talk about and shaking and, you know, make funny remarks and lyrics and songs, but that doesn't take away the credibility of who you are as an artist. Even before my solo career, Halle and I would be singing together with Quincy Jones and all of these well-renowned people. So I'm like, if they believe I'm talented and I'm skilled and I have a gift that should be shared with
Mm.
the world, trolls online shouldn't really affect me. But sometimes it does because when you're an artist, you're sensitive about your. And there's been multiple times where I'm like, do I just stop making music? Like, do I just
Mm.
make it for myself at home? Because I'm never going to stop because it's therapeutic for me. But then I'm like,
Right.
if I do that, who ends up winning? Number one. And number
Right.
two, who do I end up disappointing? It would
Right.
be a huge slap in the face to God if I just said, forget it because I can't handle what people are saying about me. No, even if
Yeah.
I inspire one person, two people, help them be distracted from the problems they're dealing with, then I've done my job. That's what we're
Right.
here in this life for, to share our gift and pay it forward. And like, even you don't realize how much you help young women, all women actually, by just feeling more confident and speaking up for themselves. And I
Yeah.
think when I look at it like that, I'm like, okay, I can deal with a few
Right.
blows because
Right.
I'm making a difference that's bigger than myself.
When I see you respond to somebody who has something to say about you showing your body off, right? Like just the other day was, I guess somebody felt like you were showing everything off and you had to politely correct them. That's not what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And, people should celebrate themselves. Initially, when you see that, are you that calm or do you first want to be like, oh, I just want to respond. I
If
really
I'm
want to just
being
get petty.
honest, if I'm being honest, the times I respond back to people, I am so calm. I'm behind my phone like this. So I
It's
don't
that
call,
smile, that smirk.
yeah,
Hmm.
I do not call myself the clapback queen because I'm not. I
Right.
I don't like confrontation. I'm not, even in regular day life with people, I'm not the person to like yap it off. I just stay silent. So the times where I'm truly hurt and affected by what people are
Right.
saying, you won't hear from me. I won't be tweeting, I won't be posting subs. So it's the ones that I actually think are funny that are cracking me up that I'll respond to. Like, people don't realize the funniest jokes that I see about myself that I laugh the hardest at are the moaning jokes, like how I moan sometimes in my singing or the
Oh my.
compilations. That does not bother me. I think it's the funniest thing. I will be by my phone laughing, but it's when it, but I swear to you. So when it comes to it, what affects me is when it's about my music or who I am as a human being or an artist.
Mm.
Or the one that affects me, though I'll be honest, is when people say that I'm forcing sex appeal. One, I'm not forcing, I'm being myself.
Right.
So if anything that you see is reading as sex, don't you call that sex appeal? Not that I really care, but that's not my
Right.
point. So you're reading into something that's not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what? It's maybe because I know you, I've seen you in person plenty of times, but also I think for maybe the reason it's hard for some people is because they've seen you at such a young age and you are
Yeah.
evolving. And it feels like people can get uncomfortable with change, right?
Yeah.
So seeing you evolve and to become the person that you are, because you're not the same person you were a couple months ago,
Yeah.
a year ago, hell, years ago, right? So
Yeah.
for some people who loved that Chloe years ago, it might be hard on them to accept you becoming this amazing, powerful young lady that
Yeah.
you are, who's embracing all aspects of your life, and I honestly
For
don't know what the
sure.
solution is to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I've told myself, because I think that's exactly what it is, because sometimes I'll be on my phone, and I love women who are celebrating themselves, whether they're fully clothed,
Sure.
whether they're butt ass naked. I am all for it, right?
Right.
And sometimes I'll look and I'm like, oh wow, if I did that, people would be down my necks.
Right.
And even just something as simple as me holding my chest, mind you, I have tiny titties. So it's not like you're seeing a lot of cleavage or underboob, right?
Right. Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? They're talking, they're helping pay my bills. Let me just leave it alone. But sometimes that does get to me, because I'm like, they celebrate when other women who are my age or younger do it, but for some reason when I do it, it's a whole think piece. But it's
You
okay.
know what's you want to know what's so funny? In a little while, right? We're gonna have this conversation, and everyone's gonna be celebrating you and celebrating everything that you've done.
Hmm.
And that's usually how this works.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you're just ahead of everything, and it
Yeah,
takes a little bit of time for people to catch up, and that's okay too. You know
yeah.
what I mean? How excited were you for your sister when you found out she was cast as an Ariel? I mean, what an amazing accomplishment. I'm so happy for her. I love Little Mermaid, so I can't wait to see what she's going to do.
Yes, shout out to Halle, my girl. I
Yes.
was I was over the moon. So I remember being at the house when she first got the call to audition for it. And she was like, me? They want me to audition, but I'm black, right? That was the first thing that she said, and I was like, Halle, look at your facial features. I said they match Ariel's. I was like, your calm talking voice and how you speak. I said that's Ariel, because she wasn't really confident in herself. I said, and you have the most angelic voice. Sis and I, we call our fans sirens, and you know what a siren is. It's almost like a mermaid in the water, and they captivate men and all people who would come to the sea with their voice. That's what you are. So I remember she was rehearsing and practicing, and I'd read the sides for her, and I was just like, oh, she got it.
Oh
So
my
then fast
gosh.
forward, I remember it got up to the screen test, and I went that day, and they put a wig on her, and she had like the mock Ariel outfit on, and she was just in front of like a blue screen, and there was a
Right.
pianist there, and all she was doing was singing Ariel's song, Part of Your World. And
Oh
I
man.
cried. I was, in those flimsy, cheap little
Chloe.
foldable chairs. I was just
Yeah.
sitting there watching her like, oh my, and I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer, right? I was like, Halle, you got it. So when she got the call, it
You
was
weren't
my
surprised.
sister, my baby brother, and I. We were in our studio, and she got the call, and I don't know if Halle will ever share it, but my baby brother was actually filming her on the call even before she knew what the news was or who was on the other line. So it just makes me so happy that everyone gets to see Halle the way that I have always seen her since I was a little girl.
Oh my.
Always. She is the
The-
most graceful, sophisticated, most angelic being that I know. And no one could have done this part more perfect than her. And I cannot wait to be in that theater. I cannot wait to be hooping and hollering, because I will be. I will be too proud. And yeah, so I'm counting down the months.
First off, I love Little Mermaid, but it made complete sense. It's definitely amazing. How do you support her when there are trolls and people, you know, jealous of her?
Anytime Sis and I see any negative remarks about ourselves, we kind of talk about it to each other. And it's funny
Yeah.
because I'll send her something, she'll send me something, and she's like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, if we can so easily say something's not true to the other and tell us you shouldn't let it affect you, then we also have to listen to ourselves. So then we end up laughing it off, and like we'll talk about it a little bit. But what I would have to say, her talent will speak for itself. It
I
will
can't wait.
completely speak for itself. And a
Yeah.
mermaid is a mystical creature underwater. There's no way we know what actual skin tone they are. She is embodying the spirit of Ariel, and I'm so excited and I'm so proud of her.
And we're gonna be at the theaters. That's what's
Yes,
gonna
we
be
will.
happening. I cannot wait to take everyone and have a great time. You know, you said something that I really liked. It was about you remaking a music video, and you said that if you were to do it, it would be Maya's "My Love Is Like Whoa."
Yeah.
What I was so happy. It was so like nostalgic. What made you say that? Why that music video?
I always watch that music video. What I love about it is she is so confident in herself. One, it shows off her
Yeah.
incredible dancing ability, which I
Yes.
absolutely love. And it's so simple, but so captivating. And if I was to create something like that, that's the feeling that I would want people to receive from me. And, it's such a classic. I love her. I love, love, love
Yeah,
her.
I feel like she deserves more credit. I feel like
Flowers.
she yeah, yes, Maya, please, no, you deserve all the flowers in the world. I'm so glad that you said that though, Chloe. I mean, I
Yeah.
agree 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
And congratulations, you're the face of Garage Clothing.
Thank
Congrats on
you.
that.
Thank
I'm
you.
expecting a package, Chloe. Come on, look
Yours
out
is
for
supposed to be
me.
coming. Yours is supposed to be
Okay, I'm
coming. I'm
kidding.
slowly
I
seeing. No, I'm dead though. I'm slowly seeing
okay.
everyone like receive them. So I don't know if yours got to you yet.
Oh no, I was literally teasing you, but I'm so happy for you. I love the extra slashes next to your name as a businesswoman. You know, I enjoy seeing this for you because I
Thank
know
you.
how hard you work. So I
Yeah.
love to see good things happen for you.
Yes. Thank you so much. I'm grateful
No,
that I get to do what I love and make a bag off of it. So I
yeah,
give all the love and gratitude to God.
yes. Okay, now before you go, first off, I'm so happy that you like Game of Thrones and
Woo!
House
Yes,
of
I
Dragon.
do.
Wait, hold on. I'm so mad that House of Dragon ended. Like, I
Me
thought we were
too.
gonna get one more episode. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
And how it ended, I was so angry. I'm
Oh.
like, now I
Okay,
have to
wait.
wait another year.
No, they said 2024.
24. Well, we're almost done with this one. So if you think about it in a positive way, one more year.
Right. Okay. Okay, fair enough. But wait, are you team Rhaenyra or team Allison?
Rhaenyra, however, I can sympathize with Queen Alicent, and I will tell you why.
Okay.
She grew up, all she wanted to do was please her family and do what she was taught to do, which was told to her is right. Take care of her family, honor her family, uplift their name. So if you really think about it from that perspective, she's not really doing anything wrong. However, I think she's a little because she's
Right.
constantly suppressed her true self to make everyone else happy. But no spoilers. Well, this is a spoiler, but
Yes.
the throners will know. When he was on his deathbed, remember when Rhaenyra first came to him, he was high on the poppy drink,
Right?
right? And he
Right.
said Alicent because he thought that was his wife, but it was his daughter. So then after he's high
Oh,
on the poppy, he's finally answering Rhaenyra's question about if he believed the dream was true, which was King Aegon, if his dream was
right.
true. He named his firstborn son after Aegon. So of course Alicent wouldn't know what the dream was because she's not the heir. And he's never told that to anyone who was not supposed to be his heir. So when he mentioned Aegon, she thought he
Dang.
was talking about his son, not the dream of fire and ice. So
Yes.
of course she's like, I'm gonna make my husband's last death wish come true because all she wanted to do was make him happy. And if you remember a few hours before that, she
Damn.
said with all the love in her heart, Rhaenyra, you are going to make the greatest queen. She was fine with it. She lived with it. No matter what her dad told her, no matter, even if it wasn't her son, she was fine because that's what her husband wanted. So I think she is just misunderstood. I think sometimes she feels like she has to please everyone. And it just, the people around her took it to the next level. But
Yeah, yeah.
I truly don't think she was ever in the wrong because she loved Rhaenyra because they were friends from the beginning. But I'm Team Rhaenyra
Yeah.
and I love
But
Damon.
you're too. All that to say you're Team Rhaenyra.
Yes, but I
Wait,
understand Alicent.
what house would you be a part of in
Oh,
Game of
Targaryen.
Thrones?
Targaryen. Even before House of Dragon, because I love Khaleesi.
Yeah. Oh man, it's too good. It's too good. I feel like the next time you're in New York, we should do a watch party. Well, it'll be in
Please, I will watch it
2024.
all over again. I will watch
Me
from season
too.
1 to season 8 of Game of Thrones,
Yes,
and I will rewatch House of Dragon.
I'm with you. Let's do it.
I told somebody recently, and nobody better steal my idea out there. I told somebody that for my next birthday, I want to do a Game of Thrones theme party, and I'm going to be Khaleesi.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Well, I love seeing you and talking with you, and I'm so happy for everything that's happening for you, for your
Thank
song
you.
for the night. I'm glad that you put it together. You got Latto on it. It's doing its thing. I love the lyrics in it when you're talking about that, you could have me or you could have all of LA, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's a real thing. Have you ever said that to anybody?
No, but I said it in the song. So I'm not a confrontational person. Even if there's, some tension
Right.
with a guy, I will say, look, I'm not feeling this. Or I won't say anything at all and I'll just block.
Block? Oh no.
I never want to give a man power over me by showing him that he truly hurt me.
Yo, Chloe, I
I'm that
love you
petty
so
and
much.
passive aggressive. I know. I might grow out of it. But
But wait, you know yourself. That's all that matters though.
because if I will not repeat myself more than once. If I already am making myself vulnerable enough to tell you, you're not making me feel loved or worthy.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, baby, I'm gonna fix it, and you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of raising somebody, and I'm not in the business of trying to change someone.
Yes. Yes, Chloe. Go, 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 Chloe. Yes. Well, listen, I'm excited. I know you're working hard on the album. Any info you could tell us about the album before you hop off our convo?
Well, I'm not a cocky person, but I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it. Whenever it sees the light of day, I'm sure people will love it. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And lots of
Yes.
hard work, right?
Yes. A
I
lot of
mean,
hard work. Mm-hmm.
yes. And I know this for 100, like, I know this about you. I know you're a perfectionist when it comes to that. So we are waiting. I'm excited for this journey. And hopefully we'll see you next time when you're in town.
I would love that. I love you so much.
I love you. I
Kiss your
love you
baby
so
for
much. I will. I will. I will. Absolutely. And have an amazing day. Look amazing. Take a bunch of pictures.
me.
You
Thank
don't
you.
let this kind of look, makeup go to waste. Save
Thank
those
you. I did
pictures
it
and
in
post.
10 minutes. I popped on a lash, did a brow, put on the red lip, little Fenty concealer, boom. Mind you, I don't have pants on right now. I'm in panties.
Don't
But
stand.
nobody has to know.
Right. Don't stand. I love you, Chloe, and I hope
Love
to
you
see you
too.
soon. Say hi to your godmom. Say hi to your
I
sister. Say
will.
hi to everyone, okay?
I will. Love you.
Okay. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, Chloe.